Hello. Actually, today we'll be learning about tense. And before seeing what is tense, let us see the types of pronoun so that we can easily understand the rules for applying to each and every tenses. And these are all the pronouns that are I, you, he, she, it, we, they. So these pronouns it comes as first person, second person, and you and we, and third person he, she, they, it. And in this third person, these three are the singular ones, and they is a plural one. So this three we have to keep in mind, and it's very important. We will know that when we are applying to this. Okay, so in this let's divide the singular and plural ones. So these are all the singular ones and this is the plural ones. And there are actually 12 types of tenses. So the first tense, if you see, it is simple present. So when we apply these pronouns, we will get the verb, it will change. Okay, so the verb the subjects or the pronoun I, we, you, they, it will just match with the verb just like that, and it do not need to have an auxiliary or a supporting verb. So when it is in simple present, and as I told, the third person singular ones are important, because that will be wanting an s behind the verb. So for example, I'll say from here, let's keep the example verb as verb we can keep write. Okay, the word write. So I write. Okay, so the subject and the verb will match in that way. And we write, you write, they write. And for these three, we cannot write he write, she write, and it write. We can instead write he writes, because that's the one thing which will make sense, because it is a singular one and it is the third person one. So for this three, it is a special one. So these three can only go with an s. So as I said, we should add an s. So we can say it as he writes, or she writes, or it writes. We can say it in this way. Okay, so let's move to the next tense. It is present continuous tense. As you know, see the word continuous, you can find out that it is something which is going on. So it will be something which is having ing. Okay, so for this, it is a very different tense from all the tense, because it's having three different types of parts. Here we have two, and according to that it varies, but here we are having three. Okay, so for I, that is the first person alone. So I it has a supporting verb that's called am. I am. Okay, so we can say I am writing. We can say like that. And the next one is we, you, and they. So these three are plural, but this you form is why it comes plural is because when two people are talking, so actually that's not plural, it is second person. Okay, when two people talk to each other, they say, the one person says to the other you, or they say to the other person we, or they say to the other, or they say about another person, that's they. So we, you, and they, these three will have are as the supporting verb, that is the auxiliary verb, and that will continue with the verb plus ing. Okay, so we are writing. you are writing, they are writing. Okay, so this all are like plural. And this one, these three, that is the third person singular, will always have, as I said, here in the simple present it's having s, and this it's having is. Okay, so he is writing, she is writing, it is writing. Okay, so I hope you understand. Next, let's move to the next sentence. Next tense, present perfect. In present perfect, the same thing what we saw here, I, we, you and they, it will have present perfect. When we hear the word perfect, it will all actually mean either have, has or had. Okay, so in this it is present, so it will be have, and it will be having have or has. So I have, and the next, this should be a past participle. So when it is a present, when it is coming in perfect, this one we have to write it in past participle. So I hope you know what is past participle. It is like for each and every word you have three forms, and for write you have write, wrote and written. Okay, so this is the third, written is the third past participle of the verb write. So let's use that here, and we will be using that kind of participle in all the tenses. Okay, so I and have written, we have written, you have written, they have written. Okay, so next one, the he, she, it is having has as the auxiliary verb. Okay, so he has written, she has written, it has written. Okay, so this is the present perfect. And next tense is present perfect continuous. It's a combination of this both. Okay, so the same things, I, we, you and they, these all will have been. Okay, when it comes to present continuous, it will always end with the word been. Okay, because it is like it's a perfect one, and it is also in a continuous form. So I have been, and here we should not add the past participle. This rule is we should add the ing form. Why? Because here continuous is coming, so it is a combination of this both. So we are writing have from here, and we are writing verb plus ing because it is a continuous one. So I have been writing. Okay, we have been writing, you have been writing, they have been writing. Okay, next again for he, she, it is he has been writing, she has been writing, it has been writing. Okay, so we are done with the present, all the four types of present tense. And next let's move on to the past tense forms. And it is simple past, which is having all the pronouns as the same thing, and it will go along with the usual past tense. Okay, so the past tense for write is wrote. So all of these will be combined with the past tense form, but here it is all different, and here it is all different, and this one, if you see, it will be like all of these pronouns can be matched with the verb, the normal verb form when it comes to simple past tense. Okay, so next tense is past continuous. Past continuous is I, he, she, it, the same thing, but here we are able to see that I is alone new, but from here it moved to here. Why? Because it is a first person, and it can be joined with the, and it can be joined with this both, and we can write it as was. It will make sense only when we write it as was. We can't write it as where, because where is a kind of plural thing. Okay, so I, he, she, it'll be combined with was and verb plus ing. So I was writing, he was writing, she was writing, it was writing. Okay, next one is the plural ones. We were writing. You it cannot be combined with was, so we are adding this with this, even though now it is, even though it is a singular, we are adding it with these this one. So you were writing, they were writing. Okay, so the next one is perfect. So when I say perfect, what comes to your mind is have, had, has, and all of that. Here it comes had, because it is a past tense of have. Okay, so here also, all of, from this to this whole thing, all of the pronouns can be combined with any of these. Okay, so in past perfect, I, and the auxiliary is had, and the form of verb is past participle, that is written, the third participle of the past tense form. And I had written, he had written, she had written, it had written, we had written, you had written, they had written. Okay, so when it comes to past, we have this only one word, but when it is in present only, that there's a difference, because it is having have and has, and it's differing according to the pronouns. Okay, so when it comes to had, it matches with all the pronouns. And then next one is past perfect continuous. So in this also all the pronoun, and as I said, perfect continuous, it will be with been. Okay, so I had been, and verb plus ing, writing. I had been writing, you had been writing, we had been writing, she had been writing. It goes on like that. And next is simple future tense. Okay, future means it will happen in the future, so it will not have, it is having a possibility, so will, which is going to happen, so it will be combined with the verb, the auxiliary verb will. And so I will, and the verb write. Okay, I will write, she will write, and it goes on. And then is future continuous. Future continuous, you'll have verb plus ing, so, and it will be like be will be coming. Okay, so I will be writing, which means I'll be doing it later, and since it is a future, I'll write be, I'll add it as be. I will be doing it later. So I will be writing, she will be writing, they will be writing. So it goes on for all the pronouns. And next is future perfect, which is also the all the forms of pronoun. And I, and the auxiliary verb is will have. Okay, because it is a perfect tense. So I will have written, because it is past participle. Okay, I forgot to write this properly. Past participle, So I will have written, I will have this written tomorrow. We can write it like that in a sentence when we are using perfect to the tense. So she will have written it tomorrow, like that. And the next tense is future perfect continuous. In future perfect continuous, it will be it will be ending with been. So will have been, okay, it's combining this both. And I will have been writing, verb plus ing, because it's continuous. So I will have been writing, she will have been writing, it will have been writing. So it goes like this. And this is how all the tenses are, and this is the rules that you have to be following for simple future. For the future tenses, it's kind of easy, but a little bit you have to know for the present continuous, because but you usually anyone can use common sense and write I am, we are. So this is also easy only. Totally the tense part is actually easy if you try to use speech. So when we are using spoken language as English, we'll be able to know this rule instead of mugging up this formula or whatever. Like instead of following these rules, looking into these rules and trying to follow it, we can just have it in our daily speech, and we can know this thoroughly. So just if you're wanting to become thorough in tense, since it's very important in English grammar, you have to use it in your daily speech, and you have to have some friend or somebody to practice with, and that's how you can become thorough in this tense form. So that's it for the tense part. I hope you understood everything. Please let me know if you have any other doubts. Okay, thank you. Bye.